You ready?
Yep.
Slay. How do you do?
I'm great. How are you? Well, that's debatable. I'm not really great, but it's fine.
Yeah, we didn't pod last week because you were a little bit worse.
Yeah, so my voice is a little scary, and I might be coughing when we are yapping, but you know.
Just let me know. I'll meet you, Mike.
Thanks so much.
Where are we currently?
New York City.
Yeah, we're currently doing our first on-the-road pod. We're in
Technically not true. We did do a car pod.
That is true. We did a car pod on the way home from the theater to your house, but this is the first time we're on location somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're in like Soho, New York,
Lady
Manhattan.
Gaga.
What about Lady Gaga?
She's on TV.
Oh, Slay. Yeah, we shouldn't have the TV on, to be honest, because
Yeah,
it's going to
it's okay.
distract you.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
But yeah, Slay Lady Gaga. The Super Bowl is happening right now, if you're wondering. We're watching it on mute because go Birds. But we got to get this out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it out when we get back to your house.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we doing here in Manhattan?
We're here because we're going to see a screening of Wild at Heart.
Which is, if anyone listening to this knows anything about Little Ol' Me, I'm Alex, by the way. I'm obsessed with Nicolas Cage movies, and this is probably top 5 for me, because it's 1, Nicolas Cage, 2, directed by David Lynch, rest in peace, Willem Dafoe, Laura Dern, stacked cast.
Slay.
And I've obviously never gotten to see it in a theater setting, so and apparently it's sold out, so that's,
big time.
This is going to be very exciting for me.
Yeah, I'm excited.
If it's a well-behaved crowd, which
yeah.
if it's a David Lynch screening, it's going to be diehards, which that's what I need.
Big slay.
And if I can convince you to do it, we're going to pod about it when we get back. But we need to go out and do some shit, have some fun.
It's true.
But what else have you been up to since our last pod?
What else have I been up to?
What was our last pod?
Our last pod, was it Mystery Movie Monday?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Well, I've been sicky for like over a week now, which is kind of rude. I was taking this medicine, and for some reason, the medication side effect was getting a sinus infection, and the medication had absolutely nothing to do with that. It was to help me poop. I just had to drop that lore.
Fuck yeah.
And let me tell you, sure did help me poop. But I stopped taking it because it was helping me poop a little bit too much.
You touched cotton, didn't you?
Yeah, I pooped my pants.
Hell yeah. First time in how many years?
I think probably since I was a child.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
I've pooped myself as an adult at least twice.
No, this was a first for me, and I was really disappointed about it because I was quite literally not even a foot from my bathroom.
Samesies. When I first moved into the house I'm living at now, literally either the day or the week, it was right after that Bonginator show I put on, and everyone got COVID. I probably had it too, but I'm too dumb to go, or not dumb, but lazy to go get tested because I'm sick. I'm just gonna stay away from people. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I fell asleep and I woke up and I was just like, I guess I tried to fart in my sleep. I was just like, ah. Then you do like the waddle of shame to your bathroom.
Yeah, I was embarrassed about it, but I was like, honestly, hilarious. But yeah, for whatever reason, the side effect of this medication was getting a sinus infection, so I stopped taking that medicine because rude. See someone walking around in the hotel room over there. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm angry because I've had this sinus infection now for over a week, and I would like for it to go away. You
kind of got me sick, but I feel like I just got a cold or something.
Yeah, you got like the remnants of it. You definitely didn't get it as worse as I did. Which honestly, I'm not mad about it.
I think it contributed to me being nauseous those couple days.
It's true.
At least probably contributing to it.
I mean, your headache was probably worse because of that.
Well, I think the headache thing was because I didn't drink any caffeine, and I've been, like, living off of it the last couple months. And, like, when you don't have caffeine after having a bunch of caffeine for a while.
Understand.
Like, we went out to eat, and we went back, we were watching Paddington 2, which we'll get into that. We were watching Paddington 2, and I fell asleep. And naps are my fucking enemy because of shit like this.
Yeah.
Because whenever I don't feel well, I'm like, oh, I'll just take a nap. Whenever I wake up, I feel infinitely worse. Either if I'm so tired, I want to take a nap. I wake up, I'm more tired. I had a slight headache. I went to sleep, woke up, and it was like pulsating bad.
Yeah.
And when I get like horrible headaches, I get nauseous and it makes me throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was rough. And that happened for like a couple of days in a row. I don't know if it's because I was nauseous or like because I got like a bug or something.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure. But at least I was well enough to play the show the other day.
Yeah, I was worried about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it went over pretty well. It was a good show.
I'm glad.
It was my first show of the year.
Slay.
But who knows when I'll play another one.
My birthday.
It might be. It might be a thing. We're waiting to hear back from one of our members. But yeah, at least Lasting Dose is playing shows, and it seems like we want to keep doing shows, so that's cool.
That would be fun.
I like those dudes.
Yeah.
Which brings me to this development that I've been waiting to tell you about. So, our guitar player in Lasting Dose, he's in another band, and he double booked himself. So we had to get a fill-in for the show. It's a whole thing. Like we booked the show because we were supposed to do a weekend, but then the weekend fell through. But we already committed to this Philly show. We're like, oh, okay, we're still gonna play it. But Jake was busy, so we got this new guy named Kyle. He's good. I like him. He's a fun guy. I chill with him. But we played the show. It went over great. Then we're outside smoking doobies. We're catching up. And he was like, oh, yeah, what band were you in before? I'm like, oh, Morbid Cross. He's like, oh, y'all failed, right? I'm like, yeah. I got a good chuckle out of it. It was really funny. But that's not what I was getting to. He said that. He's like, oh, yeah, I've heard of you. So, like, I was skating in Delaware one time, and, like, there was one other dude there, and we started kicking it. He's like, yeah, my roommate is in Morbid Cross.
Tyler.
So he met Tyler
all
these months ago, and his first practice with us was in our house.
That's hilarious.
So he was in, because, like, he said that, and I'm like, holy shit, that was you? Dude, you were in that guy's house. He's like, and he looked at me confused. What? I'm like, bro, the guy you met at that Delaware skate park is my roommate. You met my roommate, and you were in his house the other day for our practice.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, small ass world, dude.
It really is.
Should be weird like that. I have so many.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told on here, but the Vermont story.
Yeah.
I tried to get away from Jersey. I went all the way to this random fucking campground in Vermont. I'm from Jersey. And the people who own the campground is like a small little thing. They come up like, Jersey plates, huh? What part of Jersey? I'm like, I'm from Elmer. He's like, oh, no shit, we're from Woodstown. I'm like, yeah, that's where I went to high school. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then we like chopped it up at the corner bar and shit, which...
My cousin fell off of that
She fell off that bar. Dude, I've never been in that bar because it's my hometown. And if I go in there, I'm going to see someone I know. And I don't want that.
I understand.
And now it's cursed for you, too, because you luckily left before that happened.
I thankfully was not there to witness that in person because my poor cousin, that was a rough fall.
I love your cousin, but I would have been rooting for that.
Yeah, that was insane.
I'm sorry, but if there's a girl with a sash standing on my local bar, I'm going to be upset about it.
I get it.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, anyway, so, yeah, go 12 hours away from my home, and I run into people 10 minutes from me, and it doesn't end there, because then I, like, fast forward, like, 2 months, I'm back home, and I go to a random bar in Delaware, which I played before, Bar 13, and it's just me and the bartender in there, and I'm chopping it up about Small World. She's like, oh, yeah, I went to Woodstown. I'm like, dude, that's weird as hell. Everyone I'm meeting lately has been from Woodstown, and I told her the story I just told you, and she's like, Green Mountain Campground? I'm like, yeah. He's like, those are my parents.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just at the bar like, no. I'm like, hold on. Are these your goats? And I pulled up, because there was goats on the property. I'm like, he's like, that. And he named all the goats. Did you see my cat? I'm like, the old cat that was there? Yeah, like it. That shit like that is so weird.
Yeah.
And it happens to me, not all the time, but enough for me to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There was another thing not long ago, but it's just, this new thing was weird. Because I'm like, because I texted Tyler, I'm like, dude, do you remember that dude you were telling me about? Because now that he said it, it like snapped in my brain. I'm like, yeah, he was talking about the splattered spine guy. Whoa. I texted Tyler, I'm like, yo, you remember that guy you met? He's like, yeah, kind of. Well, I'm like, he's in my band. He's like, no. Weird ass shit.
Small world.
Have you watched any movies since we've last spoken?
Only Paddington 2, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else did I watch?
Paddington 2.
Oh, I watched
The Idea of You.
The Idea of You, and I also
Paper
watched
Towns.
Paper Towns. Yeah,
Tell me about The Idea of You.
I liked it. I don't remember where I originally saw that it was, like being promoted or whatever, but I remember like hearing about it, and I was like, that's like a fun story, like silly old me. It's like a girl, mom, I guess. She her daughter was like a fangirl of this band at one point, and now she's like in high school and she's like not into the band anymore. But her dad buys him a meet and greet at Coachella to go meet this band because she loved them when she was a kid, but like now she's like, I'm too cool for them. But the mom ends up like falling basically for a guy that's in this boy band. They like met backstage at Coachella by like accident.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had heard of like the movie, I was like, that's such a like cutesy little concept. Like little old me, who's like always been a little fangirl of bands, like
Yes.
living the dream with her little boy band man.
But it's just so weird that like a majority of movies are this exact theme lately.
Yeah.
Baby girl, older lady going after younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
The family affair with who we were talking about Joey King earlier.
Mhm.
Joey King and Zac Efron, which is basically the same exact plot of the Anne Hathaway one we're talking about right now. Which Zac Efron's like this celebrity guy, runs into her mom, starts fucking her mom, and it's weird that that's it's being glorified when the opposite is completely not.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Yeah, older women are it's hotter, I guess, and it's not as creepy, but they're glorifying it a little bit.
I would agree with you.
Which I'm down, sure.
It is a little weird.
But that's like genuinely the theme of most of these fucking these like rom-com things right now. I watched.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I gave it like a 4.
Yeah, I like
because I really like Anne Hathaway, and it was like we said this when we first watched it. Like it was kind of hotter than
for sure.
Baby Girl, and they didn't even do that much.
No.
I think it's just because Anne Hathaway is hotter than Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
There's literally another Nicole Kidman that's the same concept, I think. Some fucking movie that I just watched. Oh, so anyway, I watched Ricky Stenicki, which is actually a really fun movie. I liked it way more. It's probably one of John Cena's better movies. It's basically about... You may have seen like the reels about it, where he's like singing songs about jizzing and stuff. Yes. It's awesome. But basically it's about these group of friends who like got out of trouble once by like, oh dude, it was Ricky. Ricky who? Ricky Stenicki. So like they made up this guy. So anytime they do something wrong, they're like, oh dude, it was Ricky. He bailed. I don't know. Then it comes time where they need like, I think there's like a wedding or something coming up, and they're like, well, isn't it time we meet this Ricky guy? Like, so they like they run into John Cena. He's like a shitty Vegas performer, like the jizz, but rewriting all these songs about jizz. And they basically just pay him to be Ricky Stenicki because he's like an actor, and he kills it. And it's actually like a really sweet, like it's actually one of, it's silly because it's fucking John Cena, obviously, but like honestly, it got me a little bit. I was like, okay, I like that. I gave it like a 3.5 or something like that.
I'd watch it.
I watched movie 43. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
This is like an anomaly movie. I think the lore is like literally this dude like tricked all these giant celebrities into being in this movie because there's like Kate Winslet, fucking Hugh Jackman with balls on his chin.
Oh. Like
literally, like it's a crazy movie. It's literally about these teenager kids who are trying to prank their little brother who's like a little hacker kid. He's like, yeah, we need to find movie 43. And the whole thing, it's like a kind of like like the VHS movies where like it's just little cut scenes because they're looking for a movie and like, oh, what about this? And it's Hugh Jackman on a date with Kate Winslet and he has balls dangling from his chin.
Oh.
And she's like, is anyone else seeing the balls on his chin? Like it's just like a fucking stupid, and it has like a retarded amount of fucking celebrities in it.
Weird.
It's really funny. I gave it like a 3. I never watched it, but I heard a lot about it. We watched the Royal Rumble.
We did. WWE. Honestly, I liked it a lot better this year than last year.
Yeah, last year was kind of weak.
Last year it drug on, I felt like.
It drug on. The girls didn't do that. I don't remember. Was it the girls one we didn't like last
I
year?
think so. It just drug on forever. But I feel like it also
This year was
ended.
more fun.
Yeah, and it ended at like 10 o'clock. Last year, I swear it went until like 12.
Probably. But no, this year was good. And, like, you knew Cody Rhodes wasn't going to win this year, thankfully. Because you knew he was going to win last year. Because you got to finish the story.
Travie.
Fuck that guy.
Go Birds.
Go Birds all day. Jey Uso won. And people are outraged. But I'm like, no, that's like, everyone's like on his shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, when we saw him, the whole crowd was going,
Yay.
it's just me. Ooh. But yeah, Slay Royal Rumble. Jey Uso won. And honestly, the girls botched this one.
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck about Charlotte Flair, dude?
Not I.
And it seems like the entirety of the WWE fan base are speaking out like, let's just have Charlotte Flair come back and completely have zero story and just have her win.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It's great because the following Monday she got booed hard as fuck on Raw.
Good.
Just like Hulk Hogan style.
Oh god.
It was pretty funny, and you can tell she was pissed about it. I'm like, bitch, we don't care.
Right.
No one cares about you. We watched Paddington 2.
Yes, we did.
5 out of 5. Need not say much.
Correct.
We just talked about the idea of you. How did you feel about Paper Towns?
It was alright.
Really? You didn't rate it.
I think I did.
Not that I saw.
I think I did. Oh look. I think I gave it like a 3.5 maybe. It was okay. I mean, I have no desire to really watch it again, but I thought it was fine.
I like Nat.
I mean, I like him, yeah.
Yeah, I rated this a little bit.
I gave it a 3.5.
I rated it a little bit higher, and then when I rated Cat in the Moon, I was like, I gotta bump that Paper Towns down a little bit because I liked Cat in the Moon 100 times better.
Yes.
Which we'll get to that. That is our movie of today, The Cat in the Moon.
Yes, it is.
I went and saw Hellraiser
I know you
in
did.
theater,
Yeah.
and
Did you love it?
is it number 1 on my? No, Manny's. It's number 2 or
I think it's
3.
number 2.
Number 2 or 3 on my Letterboxd thing.
Mhm.
Easily one of my favorite horror movies ever, and I obviously never got to see it in theater. I wish Skullbirds, dude. I wish it was a little bit more packed. So
yeah.
but it's a Thursday night and you got all these other things coming out. But no, it looked incredible. Sounded like you really do need to see movies in theaters because like I've seen Hellraiser so many fucking times, and shit made me jump this time. Like, I've never jumped watching this shit ever, but, like, when there's a fucking surround sound system and it's meant to make you jump.
Yeah.
Because there's this one scene where Kirsty's hiding and, like, she opens up a closet and, like, a Jesus statue falls out. It's never made me jump ever in my life, but with the sound score, got me.
Got him.
5 out of 5. It's one of my only movie tattoos. It's technically a book tattoo, but whatever. Hellraiser, goated with the saws. Holy fucking shit. We saw the early screening of Paddington in Peru.
Oh, we were so excited.
My God, we sobbed.
Yeah, we did.
I was 3 minutes in and I was crying. I forget why. Something with Mama Bear.
Literally, he's just so cute. Like, I can't even help myself because he's just so cute.
Yeah, I literally think like it was like baby Paddington and like the flower went over his head to symbolize the hat, and I just started tearing. I'm like, motherfucker, there he is.
There he is. He's so tiny and cute.
Paddington's our goat.
We love Paddington.
Paddington is the best. What did you feel about that movie? Are we gonna do an official pod on it if we go see it on the Valentine's Day?
I don't know. I thought we were just gonna talk about it now.
We can. This is the Cat in the Moon pod.
Oh, okay.
But we can talk about it. Whatever.
That's fine. We could do it.
Were you under the impression that this was the Paddington one?
Kind of, but it's fine. We could do Cat in the Moon.
Yeah. Well, we just watched that
I
last
know.
night. That was our main thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But what did you feel about Paddington?
I liked it. I thought it was very cute.
Drug a little bit.
Just in the middle a little bit.
Because Paddington wasn't on screen for like a solid 8 minutes. I was like, what are we doing here?
Bring back the boy.
Come on.
Bring back.
It ended incredibly sweet.
Oh, God, we sobbed.
Dude, because I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. But, oh, God.
We'll get there.
Well, yeah, we'll do a separate pod on it.
It deserves it.
Or should we Should we just do a massive Paddington 1, Paddington 2, Paddington 3 overview?
Good.
Because are we ever going to get a Paddington 4?
The way it ended, probably not.
Yeah, it ended pretty perfect. But
Mhm.
honestly, having the little bear boys in
I
London
know.
could be dope. But brother, oh my god, do you think I could stay with you? I'll fucking rip my heart out right now.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Luckily, I didn't have to deal with many pet peeves during Paddington 3.
No.
And that being said, do you have any pet peeves about movie theaters?
I do.
We're gonna have do 3 or so of movie theater pet peeves, 3 or so of movie pet peeves.
Okay.
If you want, if you so desire. Go ahead. What name one thing you don't like about a theater experience.
Well, this one's just personal to me. I hate when they burn the soft pretzels.
That's one of my grievances.
I hate it because how are you going to make me a soft pretzel and it's hard? Why is my soft pretzel like biting into a pebble?
That's a valid point.
And you know I'm a hoe for a soft pretzel.
Ain't nothing soft about that pretzel.
No. And their cheese, I don't want nacho cheese.
That's what it's always going to be, though.
I know, but I don't want nacho cheese.
What do you want?
Beer cheese.
Well, you ain't going to get that at a Regal. Maybe an Alamo Draft House.
Anyway.
Next week.
Stop disrespecting my soft pretzel bites. If you're going to have them, do it right.
Well, so do you think that's because they overcooked them or they cooked them and leave them in the thing for 3 hours?
No, I think it's because they overcook them because I've always had to typically wait for them. Like, honestly, at places where they used to just have them ready and sitting in the little, like, heat lamp,
Yeah,
they were better. Now, they cook them to order, and they're always hard as a rock. Ugh.
Would you like to hear a pet peeve of mine about the theaters?
Yes.
One, these two things go hand in hand, kind of. But I'm a Regal goer.
Mm-hmm.
And my only real pet peeve with them is fucking Pepsi products.
Yeah, I know you hate that.
The fuck you doing? Why do you have Pepsi? No one likes Pepsi.
Barbara does.
Well, she has problems. Pepsi sucks fucking cock. But when I said this goes hand in hand, I also don't really care for those Coke freestyle machines. Like the computers.
I get it. They all taste the same then.
Well, yeah, like
mix
it's never right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like there's like this is unrelated, but like there's like a Five Guys like on the way to my theater.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I get a drink there, it's literally just soda water. I'm like, can y'all like put any syrup in this? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, someone like, come on, you gotta get your shit right. That's why I sneak drinks in most of the time.
I understand.
But you know, what else you got? What else do you hate about theaters?
Oh my god, is she gonna sign? Oh, she is. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Hard.
I love sign language. Anyway, I love a reclining seat. So I think that's a great thing about movies. Are we talking about good things?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great. Well, I love when you refer to them as the blowjob chairs.
Yes.
You know, with a movable armrest. I love those.
Because you want to cuddle up with your boy?
Yeah, because then I could lean over. Not leaning over for that. But, you know, you know, depends on the movie.
Snuggle up.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reason I call them that is because there was an old Dane Cook bit when I was. He's like, "Oh, dude," it's like a whole bit about the movie theater, like about like how you're circling for 10 minutes trying to find your cup holder. Like, give me a 1 watt light, dude. Give me something.
Yeah.
But then also like, oh, this thing goes up so you can blow me if the movie's bad. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But going hand in hand with a good. Wow, look at her go.
She's serving.
With the reclinable chairs, I love them. But what angers me about the reclining chairs, not only that they make farting sounds, not only that they rip farts sometimes.
Yo, the best is when like the movie's over and all in unison you hear every seat in the theater.
Yeah, not only that they do that, but also I hate when you have your legs fully reclined and you just got settled, you're comfortable, and now
Beep beep.
we sit on the end always.
Always.
So then-
It's a thing.
So then people get there after us, and your feet are fully reclined, and they have to get through, so you have to like pick your feet up so that they could get through, because there's only just enough room, and we're both tall, so our legs dangle to the end. Oh, that drives me crazy.
I would agree. That's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, sleigh recliner seats. They're either the best or my enemy, because if I get too comfy, it's over.
I've also had plenty of times where my recliner doesn't work.
Yeah. But there's a science behind why I sit on the end always. One, I fucking don't want to fight people because they're stupid. Hey, you're in my seat. It's happened like 50 times, even just sitting on the end, and I just like fucking point at my seat number, point at the thing. I'm like, no, I'm not. Bye.
Yeah.
One of my other pet peeves. Well, you took one of mine, kinda. Pretzel nug. But
yeah.
this goes hand in hand with like literally any human thing, but any verbal interruption.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much any human who's disrupting my movie,
Yes.
fuck you and die.
Yes.
Die in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
Mm.
What do you think about that?
It happens to us way too often. It happens to you almost every single time.
Almost every time. And it's always right in front of me, right next to me.
And going hand in hand with the yapping is your phone being on. Like, why are you sitting on your phone?
Yeah, that's what I meant by like, any interruption, really.
Yeah, it's just
like, bro, if you're in a fucking dark theater and you're down right in front, we can see every little fucking thing you're doing. Okay.
Sorry.
You're just flipping off the president of the United States.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He's orange. I don't fucking care about him either. So, but he's at the Super Bowl, I guess.
I don't know why he had to be there, but whatever.
I guarantee people care more about Tay-Tay than Trump.
100%. They're in the same building right now.
Don't tell the world that. There's already one terrorist attack in NOLA.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had.
This is hit or miss, but I hate teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all who works at them.
Yeah.
And if like you try to do anything that requires any sort of effort, they don't know what they're doing, and they have to go get the manager.
Oh my God! You can't even ask them a question at the register, like the most simple question. I went up there one day and I was like, I have your rewards with me, and I was like, hey, we have this coupon that's on here, which is also Regal. Get it together, because how are you going to give me a promo and then not tell me what the promo is? It'll say like RC combo. Well, what is that? Well, what is that? I don't know.
I guess it's just whatever combo you choose.
But they don't know. I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, besties, we have this coupon. We want to use it. What is it so I know? I don't know. Maybe it's a small popcorn or a drink. Let me ring it in. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Get it together.
That's why I don't even like fuck with that shit. I know it pops up that I have like these little deals or whatever, but all I really ever want is popcorn. So I just I have enough points to where every time I go, I can get a free small popcorn, free drink, if I so desire. But usually I'll pay for the drink because I'm like, that's where they get all their money is getting from snacks and shit. The theaters don't make any money off the fucking actual ticket. Especially me, I'm getting it. I have the Regal Pass or whatever. Right. What about movies? What are your pet peeves in movies? That like when you see something happening in a movie, like, come on, this. Want me to plant a seed in your brain?
Yeah.
Anytime there's a fucking animal involved, I don't care. I don't care if it's cute or not. Especially any horror movie ever. If there's a fucking animal involved, I'm out. I'm hating your movie because I know that animal's gonna die.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be some sort of sad shit with an animal. I hate it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Slay animals. Animals are awesome. But anytime there's an animal in a movie, you know something sad's gonna happen to it.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
musical numbers
I know, you
in
hate
non-musical fucking.
And they did that in Paddington.
You're goddamn right they did, and that's where I was like, a nun singing, and she's clearly suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hate.
Paddington in Peru. Paddington in Peru.
It slapped, but bro, I know it's a kids movie, but damn, why you gotta make it so obvious? I guess it's just a kids movie. I'm dumb. Hugh Grant was back.
He was. Not till the end credits.
How about I hate exposition dumps. You know what that is?
Yes, like a montage when they just bring everything back.
Well, that's the worst type of it, where they just something happens. They're like, here's the highlight reel of everything you missed.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're dumb and you can't figure it out for yourself, so here it is. Much like how we saw Companion the other day, and the exposition dump in that was when she was hiding in the woods 6 feet from these people, and they explained the whole plan out loud. Like, that is the exposition dump.
Yeah.
That is the way to cue in your audience to what is happening and why it's happening.
Correct.
Without you just figuring it out on your own.
Correct.
Not a big fan.
I get it.
Yeah. And lastly, unearned jump scares.
Okay.
If you can build up a tension and filled scene and like get a good one at the end, great. Proud of you. If you can do a good one, like I said, Hellraiser had like a fun little jump scare. It wasn't fucking blatantly in your face.
Right.
It was just like a small little like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But like Smile, there was one scene where she's like in her house, she's looking on a thing. You get jump scared by the security alarm, just ear raped jump scare. And you're like, that was unnecessary, great. And then the phone rings and it jump scares you again. And then the ghost bitch is there, jump scares you again. And then, oh, it was all a dream. She's imagined it. And then you get jump scared again by the security thing.
No.
Like, come on. You don't need fucking jump scares. What is going on there?
I'm unsure.
Oh, I think those are the victims of the Nola attack. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's sad.
God damn. That's terrible. God. Anyway, we watched Cat in the Moon last night.
Yes, we did.
This is written, directed, and starring Alex Wolff.
Alex Wolff.
I fuck with this kid.
I like him.
I like this kid a lot.
He do be playing scary real good.
He does scary very well.
Yes.
What was this movie about, Sam?
This movie is about a kid who I was unsure. Oh, Lord have mercy. Beer down. I was... Oh, good God. I was unsure. I can hold it down. I was unsure if this was based as him being like a college student or in high school at first.
High school.
Yes. So I had asked Alex, I was like, which one is it? But yeah, he ends up like staying with this guy who you end up finding out is his dad's like friend, former like bandmate, producer type guy. Yeah. You then find out that his dad had passed away. And his mom, I guess, is seemingly in some type of rehab of some sort.
And so sorry to interrupt you, interruption button. But this is an example of how to drop exposition well. Not just one big scene. So this is why I'm here. This is what it's little shit throughout the movie that you find out what's going on with the kid.
Because I like a movie when I don't have to ask questions.
Yes. What was
or if I keep blink twice.
Yes.
Yes. Where I can keep the questions in my own brain instead of asking you. And then at the end, I'm like, cool.
I fully just sipped my microphone.
I was like, what is he doing? Hilarious.
He's had a few road sodas today.
But yeah, I appreciate a movie that can like answer all of my questions throughout it.
Of course.
But yeah, find out that his mom's in like rehab of some sort. The father has passed away. And he's in New York staying with his dad's friend, former producer, bandmate, whatever.
Yes, which I've seen this man in a lot of movies. I want to say his name has Duval in it, but I think that's wrong. But
I'm unsure.
I've seen him in shit. But basically, I really like the opening scene. It's him showing up in a cab in New York. He gets out. He's unsure of how to open up the trunk. The dude has to come open the trunk for him. He gets his shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is introducing him to this character. His name's Nick. And it's just like showing you that he's like an anxious little like awkward kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's just like him getting out of the cab. He's like, oh shit, I gotta pay you. Really, that much? Okay. All right, man. Keep the change. You know where I can get some weed?
Mm-hmm.
Credits or title card.
Yes.
Then you go up and meet his dad's old musician partner.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Fuck, you look just like your dad."
Yeah,
God.
which is like
That's the first. That's the
That's
first.
like-
That's the first drop.
yeah, and it's like, why you gotta say that? You know, like my dad's dead. Why you gotta say that to me?
Well,
But-
to be fair, if you hasn't seen this kid since he was
Mhm.
young, and he shows up and he looks just like your dead friend, you're
Mhm.
like, "Whoa, oh shit."
Trippy, yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever, he comes, they introduce him, and then he's like, "Cool, I enrolled you in school. You know, basically just show up. You don't have to do orientation or anything." So he goes to school the next day.
And naturally, the first person he meets is
The love interest,
Eliza, right?
Eliza. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they go 6 floors in a school. That's crazy.
I mean, it is New York.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Didn't even think about that. They had to have filmed this in like February or something because they're all rocking big ass puffy coats. And this
there's hearts in the windows.
and this movie is very New York, which I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very like he's from there, so he
Mhm.
knew how to capture it pretty well.
Yeah.
And I'm not a New York guy, but I've been in here enough times to be like, yeah, it feels right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he meets up with this Eliza girl in the elevator. They have like a little awkward like hi small talk in the thing. Then I guess he finds his way to his first class.
Mm-hmm.
He's smoking. Well, before it kind of like shows you when he meets his dad's friend, he like waits till he goes to bed and sneaks out and goes onto the roof and smokes a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And he like this like kind of peeks into like the kind of person he is, I guess,
Mhm.
because he's just like yelling at people on the street like you bitch ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like oh he's from Detroit, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he's in the bathroom smoking a doobie with like this little contraption. This is a thing. Like this is a real thing. I'd never seen it besides with an air freshener in this, but
Mhm.
we used to get a paper towel or a toilet paper roll, stuff it with dryer sheets,
Mm-hmm.
then put like 3 dryer sheets around it, and then put like rubber bands around it. Then you just blow in it, and then it completely takes the smoke like away. But that doesn't work when you're smoking a joint like he is, because then it's
Yeah.
just constantly burning. It's gonna smell anyway.
Correct.
Like which is weird because he has a bowl. He owns a fucking bowl. We've seen it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you're smoking a full doobie in the bathroom.
I don't know.
Some people don't give a fuck. Like people did that in my school,
Mhm.
smoking full doobies in the bathroom. Like why?
Mm-hmm.
Wait an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they introduce he's in his first class and the teacher makes him stand up and introduce himself, which as like a fucking 17-year-old kid, that's mortifying.
Yes.
And he said some smart shit that made the class laugh or something.
Mhm.
So then he's in the bathroom smoking this joint, and the 2 kids that were in the class wreaking havoc, they're in there talking, they're like,
Mhm.
you smell that? Then they just fucking kick open the door, and he's in there like fetal position on the toilet, just like,
Yes.
hey. He's like, you smoking? Yeah. And literally, how many friends I made just like that
Yeah.
with that exact scenario, but not in a bathroom.
Slay.
But you're just somewhere and people show up like, you got weed? I got weed? Let's go.
Mhm.
Instant friends.
Yes.
And they are instant friends.
Correct.
They smoke weed. They're like, yo, we got this party going on. Fucking pull up. They gave him his number or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Went their separate ways. Then what happens?
Friday night rolls around. He's sleeping. He's hard asleep.
He big sleeping.
And his phone rings.
It's a mood.
His phone rings. He picks it up and he's like, hello. And they're like, yo, bro, party's happening. And he's like, oh, no, did I miss it? And they were like, oh, party's canceled, but we're all going to go hang out. You want to hang out with us?
He didn't say party's happening. He's like, yeah, it's Friday. He's like, oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, but I think he said the party was canceled. He's
Yeah,
like,
party was canceled. Yes.
yeah, he's like, party's canceled. We're all going to hang out. And he was like, okay, I'm coming. So then they all hung out.
And that's when they go to
A rooftop.
It's the blonde kid's house, but I forget his name. He says the N-word too much, and
Way
he
too
he learns.
Yes, he does.
He learns later. But yeah, they're basically having a big old party on this dude's roof, and Alex and Elazar are off playing the piano, having a good old time. While this little fucker,
he's upstairs getting a handy.
getting OTPHJ from this moderate-looking girl. And then the second girl is even worse.
Oh yeah, horrendous.
So yeah, he gets hand blasted on the fucking roof.
Yes.
Shoots a Capri Sun's worth in his pants.
Yes.
But he's
hammered.
Which weird. They're like 10 feet from the rest of the party. I'll get more into this later. But like, what's with these people? Anyway, they're like 10 feet from the fucking party. He comes and she just dips.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, odd. So, why do they have to?
Because they said the cops were there. Because he was just over it. He's like,
I think he just found him on the ground. He's like, oh, I fucked up. He's like, yo, dude, can you get these people off my fucking roof, please? He's like, yeah, yo, everyone off the roof, fucking cops are here, and that works every time. Alex Wolf comes around. He's like, yo, what's going on? He's like, oh no, we just told everyone to get off the roof. Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
So they help him carry him downstairs.
They carry his ass downstairs. He's a drunk little bitch. He's like, Eliza, I love you so much. Oh my God. You're a coward. Die.
And let me tell you something.
Preach.
I hate things like that. Like, he knew that he did dirty and that he was wrong. So he was like over affectionate and like, and not even like, because they were out and about every single time. And she was like not about it. And he was just like super PDA, and she was like, can we stop? And he's like, just kept going.
It's my enemy. I hate PDA so much.
Because it's just shady. Because don't act out and then, oh my God, I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
In my brain, you just look guilty.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
Not a good look.
That's why I'm not affectionate at all. Because I'm so loyal. Fucking me, bitch.
That's not true. You're affectionate.
I try to be.
Thanks.
But anyway, he's a bitch.
Yes. They leave the party.
Where do they go?
I don't know. Does it just like end at that point and then like they do their next hangout?
I'm pretty sure he like goes home.
Oh, is that when he gets home and he's pissed because it's like 3 a.m.?
Yeah, he gets home and his dad's boy is pissed. He's like, yo, I don't have much. I don't tell you to do much. I just want you home at a certain hour because I don't want to be all worried about you, dude.
Right.
And then Alex kind of is a bitch and is like, sorry, my mom's a fucking drug addict. Don't play the fucking drug addict card. Don't fucking do that. And
he's like, all I was asking for was an apology. I'm not looking for your excuses. Just tell me you're sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be careful. Hard. But yeah, but then he just goes like, I'm a piece of shit. Was that later?
No, that's later.
Yeah, because he's like, he's all fucked up on Prozac and shit. Anyway.
The next time they meet up, there's like the next morning and they're at like a diner or something. And homeboy was like, hey, the one that keeps using the N-word. He's like, see y'all, I gotta peace out. I'm going to my piano lesson.
Mozart fucked on hoes.
Yes. And then he's like, don't make fun of me. I'm going to my piano lesson. And
musicians get mad bitches. Mozart fucked on hoes.
Ow, my wrist.
Good.
So he leaves, which then sets up Seamus, the cheater, and Alex's character to be alone. And he's like, yo, bro, what do you think of Eliza? Like, truthfully.
This is the shit that pisses me off because this is real. He's like, do you think she's kind of a slut?
Yeah.
When you're actively the slut?
Right. So he asks that, and he's like, "What? Yeah, you like her? You think she's good?" He's like, "Well, bro, I feel like you should like her because that's your girlfriend." And he's like, "I don't know. I just kind of feel like she's a slut." And he's like,
What makes you think
"But
that?
yeah." And then he's like, "I don't know, but I was actually a slut last night."
Kind of a slut.
And he's like, "Bro, you got to promise you're not gonna say nothing." But I, he's like, "You cheated," and he's like, "No." He's like,
I kind of
"Well,"
did.
he's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Got a handy from so and so, and yeah, I don't know." And he's just like, but you're not gonna say anything, right?" And he's like, "No, bro. Like, why would I say anything?" But he's pissed because he likes Eliza, and he's like, "Damn, bro, he got me good. Damn." So they leave. Do they go to school?
I think they do. Maybe.
I don't know. But then they all hang out again. Obviously, him and Eliza hit it off again. Is this when they go to the? They're like they stop. Some guy asks if they want drugs.
Well, they're on their way to what seems like the whole thing of this.
Parties.
It's literally just getting party up, and that's kind of how high school was.
Yeah.
But
Ew.
slay.
So they are on their way to another like rooftop type party,
And this is also a very real thing, especially in Philly. But like a dude just walked by, like, "Yo, got crack, coke, weed, chronic. What you need? I got it."
So the kid that kept saying the N-word was like, "Yeah, bro, like you got whatever he called it. I don't remember."
Can I get an eighth of tree, some special K?
Yeah.
You got coke? Do I got coke, motherfucker? Who the fuck you think I am? So is that?
Yeah.
Yes, I got coke, motherfucker. And then he gets to the transaction. He's like $200. That's kind of steep, but eighth of weed. I don't know how much coke. I don't know how much ketamine. That's probably not that bad of a deal.
Mm-mm.
And then he's like, "Word, peace out, my," and then N-word. And he's
Yeah.
like, "The fuck did you call me?" And this is like a skinny white blonde kid.
Yeah.
But you said this is a very New York thing for everyone to just be dropping the N-word.
Oh yeah, for sure. Doesn't make it right, but
And this is like a pivotal scene in the movie, where he calls the black dude the N-word, but like not calling him an N-word. But he's like,
Right.
"Yo, my dude," and he's like, "You like saying that, dude? Does that feel good in your mouth? How about this?" Puts a gun in his mouth. Does that taste good in your mouth?
hard.
Hard as fuck. Hard as fuck.
Hard.
And he's like, "Oh," and then is like they let him go, and then it just like cuts to him just like sitting in the fetal position, just like
So then the girls pull up and they're like, "What happened to him?" And they were like,
nothing.
"Nothing."
Don't worry about it. But they're like all sitting on a seat, just like admiring the bag of drugs, just like,
So they hit the next party, and of course, cheaters cheating again.
Yeah, he like goes off to the bathroom and is eating at a girl in the toilet. And then Alex opens the bathroom door to take a pee like a gentleman would. And then he just gets meat to her getting her pussy eaten and says, "Get the fuck out! This is a bathroom, bitch. I'm trying to pee."
Yeah.
Pardon me, you slut.
Yeah.
So he pulls up to a different bathroom where the skinny white kid and like all their other friends are doing the blow. And I think actually they mixed ketamine and blow. They're calling it like a sploof or something. I forget. But they're doing lines, and that's when he like talks to like the friend that the blonde kid was arguing with earlier. He's like, "Yo, I just saw Seamus like eating on a girl in the bathroom. Should I tell Eliza? Why would you tell Eliza?"
He does that all the time.
Yeah, which like I respect Rocco and all, but like, come on.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a wifey, a girl you're fucking overly affectionate with that you like carry around on your arm, don't do that.
And at the party, then after
while she's there,
while
both times, by the
he's
way,
eating around in the bathroom, then they end up just like dancing, and Eliza's just standing there watching it, like this poor girl.
Well, like not like full PDA, but like you can see the girl being like, "Oh, what are we doing after this?"
Right.
But like, well, yeah, damn, that's obvious. Jesus fucking Christ. But Alex's character is all gacked out. He's jumping up and down like because he did a lot in the bathroom with his boys.
And now I think the girl's name is Lola, right?
Yeah, this is like Eliza's friend, which when they first meet outside, when the kid's like shell shocked from having a gun in his mouth, he's like, "Do you mind if I borrow a cigarette?" Clearly never smoked cigarettes before. Starts fucking hacking up a lung because he wanted to seem cool in front of this kid. Because clearly it was like a set up my boy type of thing. And I think I've been on dates with this girl where they're like way too into you and get too hammered and they're just like, it's gross.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Anyway, so they're all in the dance floor cutting the rug, and then Lola like just drags Alex away into a bedroom to start sucking his face, and he's just like
not into it whatsoever.
Okay. He starts letting it happen. He's like, all right, okay. And then like 4 frat dudes come in. And they're like, yo, dude, fucking show her tits. He's like, fuck you, dude. They're like, whoa, fuck you, dude. Then he gets up, he's like, what'd you say, bitch? What we doing? Starts shoving him. Oh, am I getting too close? And this is where his chops come in. He starts being kind of scary. You're like, oh,
yeah,
oh fuck.
He plays scary real good.
I've seen these kids. When they just black out and like,
yeah.
So I don't know how this happened. I guess like word got out or something, because he starts beating up this dude, and they all like start like jumping him, and then all his boys just somehow spidey senses tingle and they all run in, and that's real bro shit.
Yeah, they just pick a man and start beating.
You don't ask questions if your boy's in a fight. You don't ask questions. You just pick a guy and start fucking fighting. That's real bro shit. Seamus is a piece of shit, but still, real bros.
Yes.
They don't ask questions. They just start throwing hands. That's the kind of motherfuckers I want in my side. So they start beating the shit out of each other. Alex, or Nick, whatever you would like to call him, Alex Wolf, Nick in the movie, just starts fucking walloping this dude, then grabs a champagne bottle, smashes that shit, puts it to this kid's neck, and is like, you know I could fucking kill you right now. And he's like, please don't, I'm sorry, please don't. And everyone was like, yo, maybe don't, we gotta go, let's go. And yeah, so
he gets up and he's like, I'm so sorry, I gotta go.
So like this is what I'm. So Lola was like actively sucking his face and like really into it, and then she's just out cold in the middle of this fight.
Yeah.
Like, how did she go from hot and heavy to when there's a active fight happening, and she was actively awake when the fight started?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Odd. Anyway.
Yeah, they had to like carry her.
Yeah, the cops came, so he had to carry this poor girl all the way back to, I forget, homie's house. And was this before that, when he's watching old clips with his friend?
Yeah.
And he comes in, it's like old footage of Alex's dad, and he's like kind of an asshole. But you know, when you're all drunk and drugged out, you're fucking like perfect. Especially when you're a perfectionist like that, you're just like an asshole. And he like shuts his up. Oh, I'm just tired, dude. I'm not hiding it from you. I'm just tired. I'm like, no, you just really don't want him to see it. Yeah. Which I respect, because you know you don't want to see your father just in the worst of his days.
Yes.
So then what? So then they're nursing. They all go to this house. They're nursing this poor girl. She's like, she, because like he's like, yo, I got friends over. He's like, yeah, you good? What's up? What the fuck happened to your face? He's like, oh, dude, I'm out here in a week. Don't worry about it. No, it ain't like that. I'm just like, are you good? He's like, don't worry about it. I'm out of here. Don't worry. I'll be gone soon. He's like, all right, dude.
He's like, let me get back to my friends.
And then he looks down, and Lola's there passed out. I was like, she's fine. And then this exact second later, she's puking into the toilet.
Yes.
Then she's passed out on Alex and Eliza's lap. The boys come like, yeah, you want to come? He's like, no, I think I'm gonna take care of her. You cheating little fuck. Cheating little bitch.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to come sleep in my house though? No, I think I'm staying here.
Coward. And
so they put Lola to bed, and then you know what's about to go down. Cause I can't express how like that feeling is when you don't think it's about to happen, but then like a girl comes in your room and sits on the bed like, you gonna sit down? I'm like, is this what we're doing? So like she sits on his bed. He's like, are you gonna sit down? I'm like, ooh. Well, she knows fucking Seamus cheated on him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I became obsessed with George Shearing, especially this one song.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, he puts on this George Shearing record, like, slow, romantic piano, and they just start. And it's like a solid, like, 6-minute scene of, like, an actual sex scene.
Mm-hmm.
Not even, like, hot and heavy, or just, like, teenagers, like, getting into each other.
Yes.
Anyway, they bang out. They're like, yo, that was lit. That was awesome. And then
he just, like, I don't know, I think she, like, asked him about, like, life or whatever, and it
Oh,
came up about his dad. And
yeah, they're pillow talking. And he starts crying because he's talking about his dad.
yeah.
Shit like
And
that.
he's like, I shouldn't have said anything that was stupid. I shouldn't. And she's like, it's not stupid. Like, talk
It's
about
fucking
it.
stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Talk about it.
Mood.
Mm-hmm.
I
I always
understand.
tell you, talk about it. I want to hear what you have to say.
Sometimes it's hard to get out, man.
I understand, but I'm listening.
Yeah, go birds.
Go birds.
Uh,
But yeah, so, you know, whatever happens, happens. And then does it cut straight to him beating him up in the bathroom?
I don't. No, it doesn't. It does not, because then they go out on a double date, and he's just sitting there watching Seamus suck on Eliza's neck the whole time and like fingering her in the back of the cab.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when he's like slugging vodka out of the bottle
Uh-huh.
and taking all her Prozac,
Mm-hmm.
and it just starts fucking wigging out in the back of the cab.
Mm-hmm. Let me out. Let me out.
Well, before that, they're at a restaurant. I'm pretty sure something happened before that, because there's like intermittent scenes of like him playing piano with his, and like the roommate guy is like playing along with him.
The guy told him that his mom called and said she was getting out of rehab early.
Yeah.
And he was like, so if you want to stay here, you can. But she said you should go back. And he was like, well, then I'm going to go back. So at this point, it's like they all know that he's going to be leaving soon. So
Mhm.
he's like, Seamus is like, yo, bro, like, let's do like a going away thing. Like, let's like me, you, Eliza, and Lola. And he's like, no, man, like, I don't think that I really, because like he knew it was going to be
Yeah.
awkward now with like all of them together. And he's like, nah, man, like, I don't like Lola like that. And like, also, it's cool. I got things going on. And he's like, nah, man, it's not going to be like that. Cuts to him being PDA and like icky and
Literally
whatever.
just sucking on his neck in the middle of like a nice restaurant.
And like being annoying. Like, should I, this pasta's as dry as anything. Like, waiter, Jeff, I think his name was Jeff, waiter. Yeah.
He looks like a Jeff.
Yeah.
And I think he's hammered too,
Oh, yeah.
because the way he's speaking. Oh, they had that water bottle of vodka, so they're probably all drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it's PDA, he's being like actively annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in the cab, just fucking straight sucking on this girl's neck,
Yeah.
finger blasting her, and he's just like fucking, what's the word? Like aggressively just swigging this fucking.
Because Lola starts kissing him on the neck because she's like, wow, it's getting hot and heavy over there. So then she starts kissing him on the neck, and he's like, do you have anything in your bag? Did you have anything in your bag? that I can take?"
Anything at all? Anything stronger? Like
So-
I might have some Prozac in here. And
So
then he
he
just
popped,
takes
like, 4.
every one of them.
And she's like, whoa, that was a lot.
And then he just like look. Well, he's getting kissed on the neck, and he like looks over at Liza, and she
She's
says,
like, sorry.
"I'm so sorry." Like, if you were, you wouldn't be doing it.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. You're trying to put up a front with your boy, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know. Either way, that shit's gross. So he starts freaking out. He's like, pull over the car. He's like, no, there's a green light. No, let me the fuck out the car. He starts fucking punching everything, freaking the
Mhm.
fuck out. Excellent acting.
Yes, so they let him out. He runs to the subway because he's going to just take the subway home. And now we find out at some point that his dad, when he's talking to Eliza in bed,
Mm-hmm.
he says that
He's very convinced that it was an accident.
that his dad got run over by a
Subway
train. But he's convinced that his dad was a good guy, wouldn't want to kill himself. That wasn't like his deal. He's like, he was the most selfless person. He would have never done that. He's like, but the cops convinced my mom
Because of how
that
they found the remains.
the way they found my father's remains was that he did it on purpose. So in the beginning of the movie, he's like standing at the edge of the platform, like ready to let the train run him over. And then you kind of feel like maybe at this point, like he's going to jump or like let the train hit him.
But
Because
it
he's just
backs
going
up.
through it. So then the next scene is, go Birds! Touchdown!
Yeah. Fuck you,
Um,
dickhead.
Then you find out that he's like back at home with the guy, and this is when they have their heated argument.
Well, no. Well, he's at the fucking not just. He's at the train tracks the second time. He's all fucked up on vodka and Prozac.
Mhm.
And now, but when he first saw it in the movie, he's just like sitting there, like he's kind of just like mapping out how it could have happened, I think.
Mhm.
But this time, he's like all fucked up, just like his dad would have been. And he's like watching the train come. He keeps slapping. He's like, "Don't be a fucking bitch. Don't be a fucking pussy. Fucking do it."
Well, that's
Don't
what
be
I'm
a fucking
saying. So
pussy.
you think that maybe he's gonna like jump, but then it cuts to him being back home.
Yeah, because he bitched out.
So because he had the Prozacs and the alcohol and everything.
So like he literally just opens the door and just goes. Just I thought it was on the floor, but then it cuts to him above a trash can. I'm like, that's impressive. Okay.
And the guy.
He's like, "Yo, what you do? What you drink?" He's like, took some Prozac." He's like, "Come on, man." And then what does he say? They basically just get into an argument, like, "Bro, like this is how."
Because he said something about like his mom, like he was like, "Your mom is messed up." Or
No,
something.
he's like. Your mom's the only one I can call for you, and she's a mess. Don't call my mom a mess. Don't call my mom a mess. Take it back. Take the fuck. No, I won't fucking take it back, because she is a fucking mess. Like, yeah, it's your fucking fault. You fucking killed my dad. Like, he was fucking miserable. I had to fucking take care of his shit and her shit before you were fucking born. And fucking, yeah, he was fucking miserable. Yes, he was fucking every bit better than I was. And yeah, I wish I could have been as good as him, but he was fucking miserable. Just fucking lays into him.
Off.
It was, honestly, give that man an award.
Yeah.
Even Alex. Alex is great.
So then Alex had his meltdown.
They cried and hugged.
Yes. It was a big scene. Big scene.
It basically dropped the lore of like, dude, I love your dad, and yeah, he is better than me, but fucking I had to take care of him, dude. I had to fucking...
And he's like, of course I feel guilty about him.
Every fucking day I feel guilty. I was responsible for him that night. But, yeah, dude, it's heavy. Yeah. It's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
They hug.
I don't even know. I think, does he go to sleep and then he keeps ignoring Eliza, and then Eliza shows up at his house.
Yeah.
He's like cooking scones.
Yeah, just cooking scones.
And
they go to Central Park or something, sit on a bench, have a conversation how it's not going to work out.
Right.
But she stays with Seamus. When they broke up, she didn't tell him she was dumping Seamus, but Seamus told him that she dumped him.
Yeah, because then she's like, I gotta go, I'm having lunch with my mom, see ya. So then he's just like kind of like whatever, going through it. And the night that he, I guess, is going to start going home, before he heads home to the airport, he was like going to Westchester or something to, I guess, Seamus's house to go to a party there before he went home.
Yeah.
And him and Seamus had already had their little beat down where he beat him up because he must have found out that him and Eliza hooked up.
Yeah, this was right after the freak out cab scene, because he probably was always like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with him? He's like,
yeah.
So yeah, I clapped his cheeks or whatever.
Correct. So whatever.
Beats him up. Go Birds. Jalen Hurts. Let's fucking go. Oh, that was earlier. Never mind.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
It's only 6.
Weird.
I don't know. Maybe there was a fucking flag on the play or something.
But
let's wrap this up so we can watch this.
Yeah. But yeah, I he goes to the party and he's like, where is everyone? You're the only person I know here. Because it was like awkward because they had already fought. And he's like, They're not coming.
Then they go outside for a smoke.
Yeah. They kind of like make up. He gets him a book because he always said he wanted to learn French.
Yeah.
So he got him a book about French words, cursing.
Yep, swear words.
Go
Birds.
And then, yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened before.
Well, I don't know if that's before or after the party scene, but he like finds the dad's friend's secret room that has like all his shit, and he finds like an old demo that his dad did, and he just puts it on and wants to lay down and go to sleep while listening to it. He has like, yo, you don't know the Cat in the Moon, do you? Because he mentioned earlier that like his dad used to read him that poem or story every night, and he mentioned to the girl, he's like, now I don't sleep so well because I think I'm just waiting to hear the last line of that story every night.
Sad.
Which is, and like, yeah, like fast forward, he's like laying down, he's like, you don't know the Cat in the Moon, do you? He's like, nah, no. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep the music on then and sleep on the ground here, which is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, but at the party, he tells, the cheater tells Alex that Eliza broke up with him, and he's like, "Oh, she did? Oh, okay." But I don't even remember. Like, how does it end? Is that how it ends?
I think it ends with them leaving. I think he like smiles at her. Is like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think he like gets on the bus or in the cab or something. I honestly don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember how it ended.
Yeah,
That's the last thing
it
I
ends with
remember.
him leaving.
Yeah, last thing I remember is him at the house.
Yeah, I think he just like leaves the party and
Yeah.
leaves New York.
Slay.
I don't know. I gave it like a 4. I like
Yeah,
this. I love this movie.
I think I rated it a 4 too. I liked it.
This is like one of the only movies I have on Apple TV. So it's like my it's my flight movie.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're on flights, something with the elevation makes you more emotional. so I'd stay crying on
They
planes.
did say that.
Anyway, that was The Cat in the Moon. We're gonna
Mhm.
talk about Wild at Heart next because we're gonna go see that
Slay.
pretty soon. Go Birds. Fuck Travis Kelce.
Mm.
He doesn't need a 3-peat. We need the Birds.
Go Birds.
And this has been the whole year in.
Toodles.
Toodaloo. 300.